Welcome back to another episode of All Things Weather with Anthony and Brodie. Now, Anthony will have your local forecast in just a minute, but let's talk about the rain that we have seen over the past week. I mean, it is like a monsoon this week is what it feels like. We've got lots of rain that's fallen over the past 7 days, and some of this actually fell within a time span of 3, 4, 5 hours on a given day of the 7-day period. Now, as we look at rainfall totals in Lamar County, look at that, nearing 6 inches of rain in Lamar County. You go just up the road in Hamilton and Marion County, almost 10 inches of rain has fallen. That's quite a bit of rain is what we normally see, kind of above normal for rainfall of what we see for this time of the year. But this is a testament of those summertime daily thunderstorms that can just produce a lot of rain. They can just sit over the same areas. Now, closer to home here in Starkville, we got about 2.5 to 3 inches of rain at times. But if you go right along the Clay and Oktibbeha County line, you get a little area right here that's got about 6 inches of rain that has fallen. And then, of course, if you go north, places up north that saw flooding too, near Fulton, about 6.5 inches of rain. And then, just west of Tupelo, about 5 to 5.5 inches of rain. But as we look at flash flooding, we had a lot of flash flooding over the past week here in northeast Mississippi and in west and central Alabama. But let's talk about rural impacts first. As when it is pouring rain and so hard, that the streams, bays, creeks can't really, stand it all. Yeah, the river levels will rise up, but a lot of the times it's raining so hard it makes the creeks and the bays and stuff overflow its banks and go out of its banks. And that leads into some flooding. That can, run into the road, go over the road, go into people's houses. We saw that a lot yesterday near Birmingham, Alabama. But as we go to more urban impacts, this is like, near the city, places like that. This was another thing we saw over the past week, a lot of urban impacts of flash flooding. It's just when it is raining so hard, the soils can't handle it because we've had a lot of rain over the past, 2 weeks really within the given amount of time. And then with the soils can't handle it, you guys still got a little bit of drought in there because we're still in a drought. So, drought can lead to flash flooding. Then it's just raining so hard that it just has nowhere to go. The storm drains can't handle it. It just stands in the water, stays in the water, and then you get flooded roadways, and then that's when we say, turn around, don't drown. But we look at some things and amounts of rain with people. 6 inches of rain, that can sweep a person off their feet. So that's why we say if there's flooded roads, don't walk through it, don't drive through it, because it'd be quite dangerous once you get in there into kind of the most deep part of the water. 12 inches of rain can sweep away a car, and then just 18 inches of rain, that can sweep away a truck, a pickup truck, maybe a small passenger bus or a van. So a lot of times we say turn around, don't drown when we see flash flooding because you don't know how far deep that water is, and you don't want to be the next water rescue.
Your water bottle is going to be your best friend over the next couple of days because the humidity is not going to stop. It is going to be with us into the weekend and into next week as well. We're going to be in that very humid category, and that's why there's an excessive heat warning out towards the Delta in these purple colors. For us, we're under heat advisory. Still dangerous to head outside, and that expires at 9 o'clock. So most of the day tomorrow, not going to be fun to head outdoors for a prolonged period of time. I'm going with a high temperature of 97 tomorrow with a very, very, very low chance for us to get cooled off by a shower and storm. So the main story is going to be mid-90s. May want to go out to the pool. The Olympics are on, so maybe try to be faster than Michael Phelps or something like that. We'll be in the pool. It's going to be a good idea for the entire week, so maybe you'll get good at swimming here for the next couple of days. High temperatures will be in the upper 90s because not expecting a whole bunch of rainfall. Maybe 1/100 of an inch. And these 1/100 of an inch numbers are kind of deceiving because if you do get a storm, likely this time of year, about 1/2 inch to an inch will fall. But notice a good 10% chance over the next few days, and that's pushing it. Slightly higher chances as we head towards the weekend. The main story this week, hot and humid with highs in the upper 90s, feeling like those triple digits near 110 degrees as we head towards the weekend. Last work week, if you remember, seems so long ago, right? We were in the mid-80s as far as average high temperature for each day, and we should be in the lower 90s. So Yeah, we are kind of up and down here. We were cool last week, and now we are going to be hot, hot, hot this week with high temperatures in the upper 90s, maybe pushing triple digits as we head towards Friday. Those low temperatures not cooling us off too much. I mean, only 77 degrees for a nighttime temperature is not all too pleasing. And then finally, as we head towards the weekend, temperatures start to cool off just a little bit.